At trade fairs, people often ask, what does the programming interface look like for Logo? Allow me to explain it using a familiar example. The typical control for a light and fan in a bathroom. If I switch on the light, the fan is supposed to remain inactive for a while, and once I switch the light off, the fan is supposed to run for a bit. How do I do that in Logo? Let us take a look at the programming. I open a new project in Logo Soft Comfort. We don't need to enter all the project data now. We'll expand the grid a bit so we can see more. Because I know exactly what I want to do, I can already begin assigning connection names. The switch should be connected to the input I1. We connect the light to the output, which in our model is output Q10. And on output Q11, the fan. Next, we will position the first output on the workspace and can immediately see that this is where the switch is connected. As the first output, I want to have the Q10, which I can modify in the properties. Then we also see that the light is connected at this point. I connect the switch to the light. Now I take the second output, which in our example was output Q11. Let's add it using an on-off delay. I now connect the on-off delay to the fan output. Now I can set up the parameters. For the on delay, we will choose 3. For the off delay, 5. We can choose the time unit here, seconds, minutes or hours. For the simulation, we will stick with seconds. Now at this point, we can have a look at the simulation. We'll activate the switch and the light starts immediately, followed by the fan 3 seconds later. Once the switch for the light has been set to off, the fan keeps running on for another 5 seconds. If I only enter the bathroom very briefly, the fan is not even activated at all. Now we would like to have forced ventilation in these bathrooms. For this, we will use a weekly switch. It cannot be directly connected to the fan right now. A logical function needs to be placed in between, in our case, an OR gate. Now we will connect the signal of these two function blocks and simply wire the connection of the fan to the output of the OR gate. Now I enter the operating times for the weekly time switch. Any combination of days can be made here. On these days, we could, for instance, switch on at 9 AM and switch off at 10 AM. On Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays we configure it for 11 AM to 12 noon. And since Sundays are off, we will select the time from 8 AM to 8 PM. The values are confirmed with OK. Now we can start the simulation and we see the fan is not actuated. So we can change the time here. We had said that Wednesdays the fan is supposed to start at 9 AM. So let's set the time now to 8:59 AM and 55 seconds. Once we confirm, all we have to do is wait until the clock has reached 9 AM and the fan will be switched on. That's how easily programs can be tested and configured. piece by piece. That was a basic programming exercise for the Logo 8. Logo. Simply ingenious, simply more.
Einfach mehr.